A letter of guarantee outlines the customer's obligation to the bank. Previously, bank customers needed to visit multiple agencies to create a letter of guarantee. The new draft law being discussed in the Legislative Chamber now allows for the online registration.
Transferring a guarantee letter to another person does not change the terms of the mortgage loan or create additional obligations for the borrower. Only the recipient of the loan payments will change. Later, the bank may borrow funds from other financial institutions using this letter as security. During the plenary meeting, it was also explained why issuing the guarantee letter online is necessary. This mechanism is not new. There was a documented mortgage loan, but banks haven't used it until now. The main reason is its inconvenience. Each customer had to go to the cadaster to issue a guarantee letter and handle the signing and formalizations themselves. The proposed draft law aims to amend the law on mortgage to allow guarantee letters and related actions to be handled online or at the State Service Center. Issuing a guarantee letter online offers several benefits, so how it will be useful for residents and banks as well. When a customer takes out a mortgage loan and also a letter of guarantee, the bank can offer several benefits, such as lowering the interest rates or extending the loan terms. For the bank, this means additional resources. To create more opportunities for the public, these resources will be documented and sold as security on the capital market, allowing the bank to attract more funds. According to deputies, the new draft law will simplify issuing and refinancing guarantee letters. The law was adopted in the third reading. The plenary meeting also reviewed the National Report on Fighting Corruption. During the reporting period, 3.7 billion sums were involved in bribery. Additionally, over $87,000 and 34,500 Russian rubles were confiscated for the state. A ranking of the anti-corruption efforts was developed, evaluating 95 state organizations. Of these, 42 organizations were rated as good, 38 as satisfactory, and 15 as unsatisfactory. The number of people committing corruption-related crimes decreased by 12% from last year, and the total number of such crimes fell by 11%. The damage caused by these crimes dropped to 608 billion sums, a decrease of 29% compared to the previous year. Additionally, last year a procedure for receiving gifts at international and other official events by state civil servants was established. The regulation governing the acceptance of gifts by civil servants during business trips, international events, and other official occasions has been approved. According to this regulation, there is a maximum value for gifts that civil servants can accept during these events. In all other cases, they are prohibited from receiving gifts. If a gift's value is up to 4 times the basic calculation amount, it must be kept by the civil servant. If the gift's value exceeds this amount, it must be handed over to the state body. The meeting also covered violations of laws and instances of looting during the international control activities. The internal control structures started to show positive results. They conducted 4,349 control measures, detecting 342.6 billion sums in looting and 928.9 billion sums in financial law violations. The collected documents were sent to law enforcement for legal assessment. Additionally, they prevented the illegal spending of 953.4 billion sums and ensured the collection of 3.72 billion sums in illegal expenses from state agencies. Today, almost 1,500 compliance officers work in 117 state offices and organizations. Akmal Burhanov noted that there are still conflicts of interest in their activities. Several reforms have been introduced to enhance the anti-corruption role of civil society and the media, and to enforce honesty standards in public services. Key activities during the reporting period include improvements to the legal framework. Notably, a law was adopted on anti-corruption reviews of legal documents and their drafts, and the entities responsible for these reviews were defined. The Anti-Corruption Agency examined 307 normative legal documents and identified 413 corruption factors in 174 of them. During the discussion, deputies proposed studying materials related to budget spending, realization of state assets, and investment projects, as well as improving the control over the legality of officials' decisions. At the end of the meeting, the Legislative Chamber adopted the relevant decision.